Bet you're asking yourself right about now, why am I giving this guy 2 minutes of my time? And I can understand that. I don't think you know me, and I don't know you. But I think that we could benefit from a long-term teacher, student, and Remax Desert Properties relationship. My name's Eric Meeks, and I'm going to make you a pitch here that's going to take about 2 to 5 minutes. I'm going to go through 7 slides of a PowerPoint, tell you who I am and what I'm looking for and what I'm offering. So let's begin. If it'll start. There we go. So what the teachers and students get. Okay, I'm offering some real world experience working with a top-notch, internationally known company and in a high-tech professional environment. Okay, I'm looking for teachers that will help me more than just a short-term project. I'm really looking to create a relationship that could help a lot of students get jobs out in the real world as they graduate from high school. And to put this on their resume and let me personally be their referral. In exchange, I'm asking to look for just more than simple tasks. I really need people who can help me think and grow some platforms that are already pretty well developed. But to get them to the next level, honestly, I need some younger minds and some thinkers who don't think like people of my generation, but more of the generation of you, the teacher, or the generation of your students. So I want you to be able to develop a curriculum that will deliver results, will have manageable performance metrics that we can use throughout this, what I'm offering, and students will develop a resume to prepare for real jobs. Okay. And without tooting my horn too much, Google me. My name is EricGMeeks. Okay. And I don't use the G because I'm precocious or a highfalutin or anything. It's just that there's a couple of other Eric Meekses on the internet. And if you search me on Google or if you search me on Amazon or on YouTube, please include the G so that we can remove all of those other Eric Meekses out there in the world. And there's only a couple, but just so you can make sure you're looking at me. Okay, I've written a number of books. I'm a Palm Springs High School graduate, although it was a long time ago by most people's standards. These days, I've lived here in the desert for about 50 years and have really seen it grow up, develop into what it is. And at one point, I had probably the number 2 internet-based business here in the desert when I converted a mom and pop bookstore into a digital book selling enterprise. It was downtown Palm Springs. I shortly moved it into a 2 bedroom apartment, then reopened the store in a new design. And it was really cutting edge back in the 1990s before that was a common thing to be done. So I took those skills eventually and applied them to real estate. And these days, my wife and I, we own Remax Desert Properties with offices in Indian Wells and Palm Springs. And we've built out quite a bit on social media and with a digital marketing platform. I've even written a book about this called The Happy Realtor, but I'm looking again to take this to the next generation. So I'm offering some unique tools that could be used by teams of students, by their teachers, and I want you to help me make my platforms better. And I'd love to have a discussion with you as the teachers over how you might play a role in this and how the students could benefit from that. Because I'm really all about giving back. Okay, when it comes to these sorts of things, I'm happy to talk to you about what your needs are in order to put this together. I've never made a presentation asking for so much of the teachers of the Palm Springs and Coachella Valley area. But I find it hard to hire the right people specifically for these things. And I've trained a number of them, but it's hard. I'll tell you, finding somebody who's a really good computer person and understanding of these skills or really wants to make that the focus of their life. And so I don't mind helping you teachers train the next generation to see what is needed in these by a real business situation because there's real jobs out there in the market. And I'm of a place where I have some of these jobs. You probably have more students than I could totally take care of, but I bet that we could find a way to really help a lot of them. And in the meantime, yeah, I'm asking you to help me, but I'm also willing to be considerate and compassionate and collaborative and to just really help work with you if you can see the vision that I'm trying to put forth. So on that last page, I put our platforms that we have up and going. Please search for us on these things. You'll find they're pretty extensive. Our Facebook page and our YouTube page, especially, are very extensive. Okay, our Facebook has already been monetized. Our YouTube is inching closer and closer to that, but I would love to find the person who could help me come up with the right formula to just tip the scale on that, in as soon a time frame as possible. We've also got a new website that's going to be coming out soon. It's called the desertrealestatechannel.com. And on that, there we're going to be integrating a lot of what we already do with our social media and our YouTube, and with some databases that I use, some online libraries that I've created, some photo databases that we have. And I'm trying to make it very interactive. And I think if you'll take a look at that, you'll see that it's definitely moving that way. And I'm looking for people who can help me integrate all these things and improve. Okay. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay. I wish if I could put my dream list in front of you, I wish I could come up with 5 to 20 students and their teachers, kind of like a university level think tank, who could address everything I'm doing, and we break it up into teams of 2 to 3 kids each. And we have a social media team, a digital design team, a video production team, a website development team, and an analytical management team. And I'll tell you, that's a part there that, I love it all, but I can see that being some riveting discussions. I look at Google Analytics and Facebook Analytics and YouTube Analytics and Instagram Analytics all the time on what I do. And I think we've got a pretty good strategy with what we're doing, but I think it can be better too. And I wish I could get some people who could help me think. Okay, besides helping finding the right people to help implement it, and that's where the teachers and their students could come in, I'm willing to be a little flexible. Okay, both with scheduling, both with allowing you to integrate your thoughts. And this is what I like. You probably get the picture by now. So how do we go the next step? Okay. If is of interest to you, and it doesn't have to be all the teachers, it could just be 1 or 2 of the teachers, but I'd love for you all to participate. Okay. Either reach out to me through Calista or call me direct. Whatever is appropriate for each of your schools, and with the Palm Springs Unified School District, administration strategies of how they want you guys to communicate with the public. Whatever it is, just somebody, please reach out to me. You're welcome to come take a look at the office. You're welcome to take a look at the equipment. I mean, I have video equipment. I have a green screen room. I have some sound equipment. I've got multiple cameras. I've got a half a dozen computers that can be used. I have a clean, safe workspace. Some of this work can be done remote and in class. I'm looking for a cooperative agreement so we can create a long-term teacher-student REMAX relationship. And that's it. My name's Eric Meeks. Would love to hear from you. Please give me a call, shoot me an email, or drop by. Thank you very much. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.